Hello everybody and welcome back to Stationeers. My name is Ryan and today we're going to carry on with our little moon base. Last time we made it pretty much open plan, so we have everything in a single room. The greenhouse section needs some work and obviously the rest of the space needs tidying up. What I want to start on first is I want to get all my printers a little bit more organized because at the moment I don't like this. And somebody mentioned that we have space to kind of make them back to back. And I don't think that is a bad idea. What I think I'm going to do is have my printers along this wall here and have them back to back there. So then I kind of have to walk in between to see my two printers or here to do another two. So I think let's do that. It's a bit different, not what I normally do. But nah, don't always have to follow the same mode. So let's quickly do this. There shouldn't be any point whatever in there. So you can go over there. You can go over there. There was a comment, and thank you to a lot of the very long comment. I look at some of them and go, "Wow, that's long." But one of them, there was a comment that mentioned, and I assume this is true, but I kind of hope/wish it wasn't. Is that the mapping of the map? My rocket is up there, obviously unveiling the map, and what they said was or what I understand is it doesn't just go when you're mapping; it's constantly going. So if I have to bring that rocket back down, then it will continue to move. So the sine wheel will continue to go, but obviously I'm not unveiling any map. So then when I come back up, it'll eventually get back to the start again, but I will have gaps and have to go through the whole process again. Which, to be honest, I'm not really looking forward to. So, I've basically got two options. I either make a second rocket, launch that up before I bring the other one down, or I just deal with the fact that I'm going to have gaps on my map. And we can always deal with it later. I'm lazy, so what I think I'll do, because we've only used 51% of our power. I only need about 5% to bring it back down, I think. So what I'm going to do is leave it for now, wait until our alarm starts sounding and our light goes off, and then we'll look at where we are, bring the rocket back down, and whatever we've got is what we've got. I'm not going to build a second rocket. If I knew that was a thing, then I would have just put more batteries in the rocket and allowed it to continue doing what it's doing. But obviously I didn't do that. So we'll just see what we get done on 5 batteries, a full kind of rocket unveiling thing. But yeah, I could do a second rocket, but I'm not really going to worry too much about that. Even if it leaves gaps, I could still make out what things are. I've just got to figure out the colours. But I'll figure it out. It's fine. I've got no 0.5s in there, so you can come out. You can go in there and then dump all these ingots. And you, and you. I don't think you've got anything in you. No, you're empty. That's fine. Okay, so let's dismantle these printers. So what is it? Angle grinder? No, hand drill. Duh, 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 and duh. Why the hell not? You and you. And you. And then what do I need? Hand drill again. Easy peasy. And then I need angle grinder. Boom. Wire cutters. I don't know if this is going to work, but if it doesn't, then we'll just kind of wing it. It's quite nice that they all use the same tools to remove, so that is something. I need a wrench for this one. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to have them along this wall, like I said. See how much room that leaves us. So I'm thinking the printer nearest the door can be the tool printer, because that one I don't really use that much. Where is my tool printer? That one. So we'll kind of rotate it like this. And then we can have a stacker. Well, maybe if I put him there. That'll be fine. We'll work with this. If we don't like it, we can always change it again. It's not an issue. So get a brown cable. Get you hooked up. And I'm going to connect the logic because I plan on sorting out all of my auto sorting and whatever. We will go for pipe bender next. Then after pipe bender, it can be... We're going to do auto leave in the middle. That's enough space, I think, right? Yeah, that'd be all right. And then behind you one, behind that one, we'll go for electronics printer. We'll move the beacon, we'll move the stacker, and these are basically going to be our printers. What I probably will do is I'll rip out some of these windows and they'll become walls, because we're going to have chutes kind of going through them and all that kind of thing. So it's just not going to look very nice if they're windows. And I can put lockers on there as well. So what do I need? I need iron sheets. There we go. And then next I need wire. Nope, you're not wire. And then I think it's welder and plastic. And finally screwdriver. Where the hell is my screwdriver? Okay, and then it's just the mods. So we've got pipe bender mod, which is that one. We have electronic printer mod, which is that one. Tool printer is the end one. And finally, auto lathe is the middle one. There we go. And I think that's quite tidy, personally. Some people may not agree, but, you know, we'll see. Right, let me get all of this wired up. So, what's critical? Oh, hunger. That's fine. We can sort that out shortly. You. We'll work out where we're going to put stackers later. For now, let's just get them all cabled in. And then bring this all the way across. And do this here. Okay, so that's all connected, all good, all tidy. This guy can move. What do I need? Angle grinder. And finally the wrench. Right, the rocket one, not sure where that's going to go right now, so let's not worry too much about that. Let's tidy this cable up. Because the only thing on this cable is the printers. So this is quite a nice tidy network. There we go. And if we wanted to, we could always have all printers on. No need to turn them all off. And if we ever need to use a printer, I could very simply just go, yeah, and then all my printers are on. Or turn them off, all off. So that's something. Okay, so with that done, I need to move the beacon and I need to move the stacker. That is powering my furnace. So let me just move this for a second. I don't know if that's staying there or not. No idea. Stacker is empty, so we need the drill for you. And we can just move you across here a little bit. That's absolutely fine. I wish I could have it like that, but have the controls on this side. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's fine. Stick that there. Yellow cable. Bring this down. I guess technically you probably would have that on this network. I don't think it matters. And then the beacon, I don't want that. The beacon can go... I mean, beacon could just go over here, really, couldn't it? I guess it's as good a place as any. I just need to connect the logic for that. as well. Like so, and then bring that up. Like there. Right, that code is going to be erroring because it's like, oh, what's a beacon? Beacon. And you're all good. Yeah, that's working. Perfect. Alright, so that is my printer side done. So let's get those walls. Yeah, maybe I'll do all of these walls, and then I've got extra locker space up there as well. Both above and below that cable. I've got a wall there. I've got a random wall there. I've got a random wall there. And then I've got 14 walls there. Okay, and then for these, we're going to go for... you know what? I don't know how this is going to look. I might completely hate this. But if we do that... I wonder if you can get lockers to fit in nicely in those those gaps. I don't know. I don't really use the composite walls that much. Only for the window. But yeah, if we do that, and then if I get myself some lockers, can I put shelves in there? I can. So that kind of works. So each locker is kind of framed. Let me go get some food. Potato! And have some water. Right, mine. Okay. So if I go for... if I get another 6 lockers, do I have any? Don't think I do. So give me iron into my auto leave. Turn this on. You know what I'm gonna need, and I may have screwed up here a little bit, is I'm gonna need chutes, aren't I? Okay, let's make the lockers first. Because the problem is, I think they're gonna potentially glitch through the wall. Maybe. I'm quick there and spam my click. Yeah, so I can get them. Worst case scenario, they just get flung into space. Oh, no, that one went. Ah, crap. That's okay. No, okay, fine. So if I put you there. Oh, I can get that one. That works. So I've got 2 outside. Let's make sure we remember that. I need 1 more. And then I would like some chutes making, please. Can I get into you? Yes. I'm going to make many. I'm going to need many chutes. Turn you off. I need to go get those lockers. Where's my suit? So you and you. Something quite nice about having one big open space, but I am aware that it's not very creative. But yeah. For now, anyway. 3, 4, all good, all good, all good. Are you guys still producing like 770? Yeah, okay, so you'll get up to 770, that's fine. So on the moon, that's never really going to change. Let me in. Okie dokie. Cancel. And then let's stick these lockers up. So if I do them there, then I am above and below the cable. It's just nice and tidy. And then we've got all these chutes. Right, and then what we'll do is the input one here is at the back. So if we bring you there... Did I not place that? And then 1 up here. And then we'll have the inlet there. There we go, so that should work. So if I wanted to put, I don't know, some copper in there. Right, that works perfectly fine. And then we'd have the same for this guy. So We're going to have corner, corner, and then inlet. Boom. And there's no reason that shouldn't work, but we'll just test it. And perfect. That's those ones. And then these ones are the outlets. So we could go for corner at the back. Is it the back or is it... Oh, it's the front on these ones. That's fine. So if we did that, and then that could come into a stacker. I mean, it's going to be a bit tight. But I don't have stackers right now, so let's not worry too much about that. I mean, in theory, there's nothing stopping me from sticking the stacker in the wall and have the controls here. Oh, you know what? Let's do the stackers. So we can kind of plan for that. I need some copper. But thank you. Oh, that I literally only gave it 2 copper. Let's do some more. Alright, so these end ones, like, can you plug a stacker directly into... I don't know. Let me make, oh, I need some more iron. Got shed loads of that stuff. I need more iron. Alright, so do that one. And then one more. Okay, so... I don't think you can get a stacker directly to a printer like that. So what I would like to do... Can't do it there, though. I mean, whether this is going to look tidy or not is another question. I mean, I could have it like that. Potentially. And then this one would go here. But then I'm leaving myself a very small space. So maybe I will just do it here. There's no one way you have to do this, so... Meh. Give me that chute. Can I put a can? So I could do that. That's nice and tidy. I mean, that's going to be sticking through the wall at the back, but... Yeah, be fine. So then I need to do the same on the tool printer. Although I don't think the tool printer even needs one. But I guess I've made one now, so we may as well just use it. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's there. So yeah, we'll do the same thing, where we'll put the stacker there to give me a chute. Corner. And then stick you there. Followed by another corner. They're easy enough to get cabled in, so give me that. I mean, this is better late than never. It's obviously something that you would try and do early on, just for a little bit of quality of life, but I don't mind playing pickup sticks. It's fine. Boom. And then let's set all these to 50. That's my default. And you. I specifically like that bit. That's very tidy, whereas this one's a bit sticky-outy. But I'm fine with it. For now, it's fine. Okay, so what we need to do is a bit of tidying up because we have got crap everywhere. I also need to go outside and remove those glass panes because they are pointless out there right now. So these lockers are going to go, and we're going to use this space for something else later. So for now, let me just grab everything. This is going to be a little bit boring, so I'll bring you right back. I'm going to get rid of these cables, because obviously I don't need these here now. I actually can't remember. Right, so that's just the in from the main power, so that can just go straight up. There we go, nice and tidy. And then all I'm going to do is put a large locker here, one of the bigger ones. Right, make me... Oh, I'll just leave you on 50, that's fine. So 2 lockers, and then that can be where I stuff all my ingots, or the mining backpacks that are full of ore. I've got quite a lot of ingots dotted all over the place. And then, yeah, my storage is kind of like all that now. It's not in any kind of order. It's just off the floor. And I think we all know it ain't going to stay that way. But it's fine. But, yeah, if we shove... Well, No, wrong button. Right. Give me my locker. Oh, I had 3 lockers. Never mind. And we just make the large one. Where is it? That one. And we just shove it there. And this will be my ingots. Put that in there. You go there. You go there. Right. What I might do is put some of the ingots into stacks of 100. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so that's basically what I've got ingot-wise. Not too bad. We're not exactly out of anything. We've got a bit of everything. So that's all nice and tidied. And last but not least, I've got all my little mining backpacks. But you know what? I'm kind of not really sure where to put these. So I think what I might do... And I never really use these, but I'm going to use one of the smaller lockers just to mix it up a little bit. So if I stick that there, and then that can be where all of these go. and I'll put my harm suit in there as well. Just to add a bit of a variety to my life. That and that. Any more? For any more. I do not see any more. How is you doing? 7.4 million. I mean, it's very slowly filling in. You can kind of work out, like, what is what, though. So, long term, yeah, I want to get this map filled. But for now, just need to figure out where the hell I am. The last thing to figure out is basically where's the rocket manufacturer going to go. And I'm thinking I'm just going to stick it over here. Hydration critical. Basically in this corner. Just get rid of all my recycling crap. I need to make a recycler really to start shoving all this in. Because I am hoarding rubbish. Right, and then if we stick you... Don't want it through the window. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's do it like that. Right, and what do you need? You need steel sheets, which I have here. Then I need cable. And then I need welding torch and plastic sheets. And then finally the screwdriver. Boom. I need some brown cable to get that hooked up. And this is going to go... I don't want brown cable actually. This, because it's rocket related, I will have it just on the end of this transformer. So let me get this moved across. Like so. Perfect. Getting stuff into there. What I'll probably do is get a chute set up. It might just be easier. And then exactly the same as we did with the other printers. Just like that. And then putting an inlet at the top. Just to avoid anything from walking in, falling into there by accident. Okay. I've got a couple more ingots in my inventory. So let me put those away. Like so. Bring you there. You go there. Bingo. I've got that one extra locker. So that can just go in there. Right. We're getting there slowly. Put this glass away. So, next, paint. Where am I going to put paint? I put this locker up, but I don't like this. That looks ridiculous. So, let's not do that. And paint instead. I mean, what I could do is I could shove this here on the premise that I'm going to replace those two with walls. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. For now, the paint can just... that's fine. For now, the paint can just go in, but I feel like you can make a backpack that you can store your paint into. I have too many paints. But that's okay. We'll put some up here. Hey. Right. Go on. One there. No. No. One there. Why? Oh, you know what? Fall over. No, fall over that way. What? Ah, fool. Okay, fine. Let's make us a... I can't remember. I don't even know. Is it the hard suit backpack, I think, can hold multiple things. Potentially enough of the different paints. I don't know if it is that one. Steel, Stellite, Astraloid. Let's give it a go. Why the hell not? So Steel, Stellite, and Astraloid. I've got just enough, so this needs to be the right backpack, because if not, it's a waste. So, one of those, please. Right. We are looking good, so instead, you guys are just going to go here. And we are looking tidy. How long? Oh, almost done. I want to make a recycler, because no longer will we clutter up the moon. Yes, this is the one that you could put anything in, so this doesn't have to be... oh, you can't shift them. But you can control. Okay, fine. There we go. So that's my paint backpack. I mean, I'm not going to go and make all the paints to fill that up because, well, I ain't going to do that. You are still good. Oh, I've got stuff in here. Let's quickly get rid of this. That water bottle is empty, so that can be recycled. That's not getting recycled. I don't know why you're there. You can go next to my housing up there. Anything else I've put here that shouldn't be recycled? That is just a normal mining drill. I don't want you. Nothing in you. No, you're empty. You. Nope, you're good. What about you? No, you're good. Okay, fine. What is that? Oh, the weather... Okay, I'm going to put the weather station back up. Because somebody said that they think it does work. So I guess we'll find out. I will go and place that shortly. And we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Maybe it was because the storm was already incoming. Maybe it has to be a new storm loaded in by the game for it to work. So we'll put it up. We'll leave it up and just see what happens, I think. But where's my recycler? Okay, so recycler we'll put over here. Because we can. And this can connect to the workshop power, I think. Yeah, why not? So we'll put you here. It's a bit of a wasted amount of cable, but it's fine. But yeah, I want this on the workshop. So bring this all the way across. You go there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now I can start recycling all my shit. But I'm going to shove you in there for a second. Right, put you in. Put you in. Excuse me. Right, let me get some steel sheets. I don't have a yellow power cable over there. I could run that cable into the back. Or I could run it off the ceiling. Could run that way. It's easier just to bring it here, isn't it, really? So, because I would put it some... Oh, I could put it up there. Oh, actually, that is the perfect place. Let's do that. Let's go and put it up there. I need plastic sheets. Fuck. It takes 3 plastic sheets to make this thing. So give them to me now. Okay. So we can put you up here. Good as place as any. And the lights... It can go there, and that way I can get to the light switch. That is butted up to the frame, not in the frame, so that looks okay. Welder. Right, you're done. Now I want cable. And we'll connect the logic up, because if it does... We'll test it first, see if it does work. If it does... Why can't I put a cable there? Oh, because I need the wire cutters. If it does work, then... Why? Oh, yeah, because the power port might need to be connected. That is always a good idea. Bring you across here. You there. Boom. Right, we'll keep an eye on it. And just see what happens. It's fine. And then, yeah, if we find that it does work, then I will set up some code that will give you the countdown on when the next storm is due. But I'm not going to waste time doing that if it doesn't do anything. So you're still doing all of you, so give me some water. Okay, so we go for steel frame, you, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these pipes somewhere else. As time goes on, I'll slowly organize these lockers. For now, it's just everything is everywhere. So let me quickly get all of this recycled. Boom. I very almost put my actual miner belt in there, and that would have been bad. But that is fine. A few more bits, and then we're all tidy. You haven't got a battery in you? Nope, you have not. You're good. Ah, that hit. Boom. Oh, we got loads of reagent. I didn't think it would kick out any reagent, but there we go. Never mind. So that's going to have to go through a centrifuge. I could do a combustion centrifuge now. I have the fuel. Even if it isn't being made by myself, I do have it available to me. Right, this screen needs moving. So, what I'm going to do, because that is going to be... What I might do is I might wall these three off, and I could put the screen up there. So maybe we'll do that. So give me my walls, wherever you may be. Where the hell are all my walls? Did I use all my walls? Didn't think I did. You're not walls. There's frames. No walls in there. Oh, there. And then what we'll do is go for... I don't want these walls. Not for that bit anyway. Let's go for some... Let's go for some flat walls, shall we? Yeah, we'll do flat walls there. So give me steel. Make that a 50. I am running out of steel, so I should probably make some more. You can go off. Right, make me... Might as well do 4 of those, and then we can fill that bit up as well. And then I think these need steel to be built. Pretty sure. Right, one more. Thank you very much. And we'll just go for some flats here. Oh, fuck. What I'll do, because I'm gonna put these flats on the outside. So I need to just fill in the inside temporarily so I can remove that glass. So give me plastic. Yeah, they'll go, because I don't like the composite walls that much. You and you come outside with me. Do I have steel? I do have steel. Right. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, glass comes out first, so you go, not you. Right, I need to make sure I'm taking out the window, not the wall. So composite window, composite window, composite window, and then do the grinder. Okay, and then we'll put our flat walls in. Like so. Get those patched up. Kidoki. Back inside. Remove the internal walls. So we can see all of our cabling and whatever else. What's my problem? Oxygen. So give me this and this. And give me potato to shove into my face. I thought I already had one. Obviously not. Duh, duh, duh. Right. So, quickly eat this potato. Take as long as you like, though. Right, thank you. So, let's do that, that, and that. You go in there. Give me the grinder. There we go. So now we've got a nice flat thing that we can put the screen on. And the icy housing. So, we'll keep those signs where they are for now. Let's just try and make this work the best we can. So, let me take you out. I assume... Why can't I get that? Oh, yeah, now I can. Right, what do I need? Screwdriver. And drill? Yes. And we'll put you... I mean, there's a good place as any, I guess. Give me screwdriver. Give me the card. Ugh. Right. And then I need heavy cable. And you just connect to the output of the transformer. The data... The data was the same network, so that's fine. You, and you. Right, is this... Yeah, it's still linked, so that should still be working. Nice. So then... What do I want at this point? So you would just... You're powering the greenhouse section, we'll sort that out shortly. So this just housing needs to be moved over here. Ooh. How much gap do you have at the bottom of that? Could I get away with putting... no, because the chute in the wall. So the housing I could put up there for the rocketry. I guess. Or it could go above the screen. I do have another housing, so let's have a play with where this goes better. I mean, to be fair, there's plenty of space, so we could do that there. And then get that connected to the network as well. So give me this. And just for safety, run this way so I don't run it into my main power line. Get rid of you. To be fair, all this can go. Then you come around here. Like so. Okie dokie. So you're now not working, but that's okay. Stick it in there. Device not found. I can sort that out. Oh, well, actually, the speaker and the light need to be moved now. So, put the speaker... where can I put the speaker? I can put a speaker there, can't I? Why not? So, speaker and light. Wire cutters are here. And and then what I'm going to do is that reader I'm also going to move. Now, I don't need the APC, to be honest. Although I'll leave that temporarily because it is how I'm getting access to my food. But yeah, the logic reader... Let's move you and put you... It doesn't really matter. I could do it there. Batch reader. Give me... I need some more of this yellow cable. Yeah, keep that for... Oh, give me one of those as well. Does this all turn on? It does. Perfect. Can also get rid of this. Turn you... Oops, a daisy. What the hell? Oh, that's not what I just pressed. That's what... Oh, I did, but that's not what I wanted to press. So this can go... You can go. And to be honest, the computer... The computer... I could put there, couldn't I? Really cram everything in this corner. So we'll worry about that a little later. I can't get that cable without sticking my head... Oh no, I can get it on the outside. I'm not allowed to get that cable. That's fine. Right. So, you're all connected. Oh no, I need to connect the batch reader. So let me do that. Come on. Oh, I can't because there's a chute there. Fuck. That can't go there. That's fine. I can put it up somewhere else, I guess. Beep-bop-bop-bop. I mean, if we're saying we're gonna... I might block both of those off. Maybe. So if we say this can go on here, we want the batch reader, connect that up, and then we can actually I'll bring it down one. Where's my batch reader? That one. We'll sort this out as well. You go across here like that. And then if you feed from... I need the medium batteries. Read the charge. And give me a sum of them. There we go. So I can see what that is. That's fine. And now this IC up here. I just need to get you connected on the pins. So the reader is the batch reader. The light is the flashing light. And the alarm is the klaxon speaker. Perfect. Okay. The computer... That housing can go in a second. Give me this. Nope, screwdriver. And then the drill. And we're going to put you up here. We'll go wall mounted. Because I can. Give me screwdriver. And then cable. We're trying to cram a lot in here. I know that you could probably make this a little nicer, but it's fine. And then where's the motherboard? Oh, it's there. You. Close that. And now we can get to the UI. Perfect. So we're down to our last two batteries. We're still good. But I think when we get down to this battery here, that will leave us on 20%. At that point, we need to start potentially considering bringing the rocket back down. We're fine at the moment. Light isn't flashing. We're good. The map is kind of getting at this bottom corner. Starting to look really full. All good. Right, you go away. And now let's just tidy all this cable up. Like so. And then what we'll do is... don't really want to connect this to... So what are you connected? But why have I got cable going out there? That cable is... oh, okay, I see. So yeah, all of this is just needs connecting to something. So I guess what I could do... I can't really come off any of this. That's all for my rocket. This is for my rocket. Although I don't need this APC here at all now. So get rid of you. Save on all this heavy cable because it is quite expensive. Well, it can be. I've got my main power line up here. That's going into a transformer for this. So what I can do is bring that cable all the way down and stick a transformer there. So let's do that. Do I have any more transformers? I don't think I do. But should I be using an APC so if my main battery goes out, I can still get to my food? Might be an idea. Not powered? Oh yeah, obviously not powered. Okay. Stick you in there. Oh no, I need to plant one of those. I'm gonna go APC because I think, like, if I'm dying of hunger or thirst and then I haven't got power, I am screwed. So APC can go up here somewhere. Stick it there because we can. Give me crowbar. You can have a large battery. I know that there's no... Oh, the weather station does work. Perfect. Okay, so that's good to know. So the weather station can give you a signal. Okay. In that case, then we can put some alerts on. I will do that. Now the question is, are we gonna... how's our cooling gonna go? But it's lovely and bright, isn't it? But yeah, where was I? So get me some normal cable. I've now got loads of cable, so that's nice. And you go into there. Oh, did I even turn that on? Now I can drink. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do... Well, I can't go outside right now, so let's not worry about that. Let's just do it from in here. So if I bring you all the way across... yeah, as I was saying, there's not any protection from a large amount of pull coming from this network, but realistically, this corner is all that's on it. Not going to be an issue. Or it's not going to pull enough power that we pop it anyway. So give me your... Why have I done that? Come around here, give me some heavy cable. Obviously this isn't connected, but it's fine. I'll do it shortly. Hey, you swallowed my cable. I wish that wasn't a thing. I feel like I want that screen to be on all the time. But I think that's a performance change that they made, and it's just a bit, yeah. Right. I should be able to get you connected with that. You should charge now. Perfect. You guys are thriving, but you're absolutely fine. We are good. Got some spare cables there. They can go there. Oh, give me one more. Thank you. Don't need to turn them off. I'm fine for power. Have I got any more chutes? I see no more chutes. You and you. You go in there. Glass goes there. And what's that? Housing. Housing can go up there. Got a spare housing, got a spare circuit. Oh, and you can go up here for now. I don't have anywhere for you to go. So you just go on the floor. I'm probably not going to use the flare gun anymore. So let's just get rid of that. I don't know if there's any flares in that, but if there was, they're gone now. Okay, so you go into there. Give me that cable back, you thief. And then I just need 2 chutes. I need some more iron. 2 of those, please. Thank you. And then we're going to go shoot and shoot. Perfect. Right, this is looking, I mean, you can barely see it right now, but this is looking better. Nice open plan, nice and organized. Everything has a place, and the place is everything? Question mark. So what I want to do, I don't think power's an issue. Let's make ourselves an electrical centrifuge solely just for the recycler. So I know that it's not efficient and it's power hungry and whatever, but it's just something we can have in here whirring away whilst we're doing other stuff. So what I think might be a good idea is when we bring this rocket down, I'm probably not going to send it back up straight away. I think we should try and figure out where the hell we are. Now, I don't know what is the best way of doing that. Which card was it that you can see the ratio of the stuff that you have? Let's have a quick look. It's one of the cartridges. I can't remember which one. Ore scanner color. Are those colors the same as what you see on the map? I don't know. I am not sure. The tracker is the one that gives you what... Is it the tracker that gives you the thingamabob? Which one? No. Ore doesn't work because there's a lot of bloody items in the game with ore in the name. Ore scanner. I thought one of them... Cartridge deep miner. Yeah, so that one will tell us what we have and where. Well, not where, but tell us where we are. Iron, gold, and copper. So let's do that. So deep miner. Why did that not come up when I searched for cartridge? Oh, it did. Okay, fine. Iron. So make one of those. Yeah, the color one I don't think is going to really help. Well, it might. It's weird that it just stops all of a sudden, the solar storm. But it's much nicer on the eye now. 5.6 million. But yeah, if we get this. So you can see the ore composition gold. Now I know that the color of gold is yellow. So the thing is though, what's the difference between that yellow and that yellow? Is one of them a mix of something else? Like, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do anything. I assume these are the craters. We could toggle deep miner balls. So yeah, they're craters, aren't they? Craters? Craters? Whatever. I just don't know which one I'm near. So it might be that we have to go out and, I don't know, have a look at coordinates, whatever. But let's get this guy up and running for now. Stick it there. What do you need to be made? Also, just chuck you on the floor for a second. I need steel sheets and a wrench. And then welding torch and steel sheets. Perfect. And then this guy is going to be connected to the workshop power. Because in my head, that makes sense. Where the hell are my wire cutters? There they are. You go there. Give me a brown cable. Do that. Put you back. And then we'll connect the logic up just because we can. Dune and Dune. Perfect, 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 perfect. You go there, you go there, you go in there. Give me that. You start processing that. And it's going to take a bit of time for it to get up to speed, but we'll get 50 or something. It won't be a lot, but we'll get some. Right, I want an advanced tablet. Tablet. Gold, steel, electrum, solder. Gold. That's silver. Gold, steel, electrum, solder, was it? Yeah, solder. That one. Make me one of them. And that is so I can replace it in my mining belt so that I can put two cartridges in it. And then I can put in the tracker and the deep miner cartridge. But I'd like to know where the hell I am on here. I mean, we're looking for basically 2 massive deep holes somewhere. Or is that 3? 3 deep holes. A massive one. Not so massive, smaller one. Figure out which... Figure out how we get to them. So, give me... this. You... You... This yellow one can be recycled. And then I should probably paint one of these. So I know which is which. Right, so you go in there. You're definitely the one. Yes, okay, so you go in there then. Job done. Job done. And boom, look at that, we got some stuff. Not a lot of stuff, but we got some stuff. So, do I risk going out? I kind of want to be here when I need to bring the rocket back. So, that might be the next time. I might not even do that on a video. I might figure that out between videos, because that's going to be a long job trying to just fly to a corner. So, we're not worried about that right now. The heating of the base didn't really massively impact us. 29 degrees is quite hot, but our cooling is on, doing its job. Potatoes obviously are fine. So yeah, those solar storms are something, and if you're not prepared for them, then obviously they could potentially bite you in the arsehole. But we are fine. Give me... Nope. Potato. So, I think what I want to do next is let's work on a bit of atmosphere stuff, because I need to make sure I'm filtering out this rubbish. So the easiest way of getting rid of well, we could use a filter to get rid of the pollutant. Or we could pressurize a pipe segment with so much base pressure, and that will slowly remove the pollutant. We need a back pressure regulator just to keep it as a constant flow. Maybe. We could also put them through some one-way valves, couldn't we? So we could do a system that doesn't use filters. So why don't we do that? Also, I can't see my batteries from in here now, so I need to sort power out somewhere. I could move my batteries on this side, so I can see them, but then I could also bring them in. I don't know where the hell I put them. But let's go for... What do we need? I need pressure regulator. We're obviously going to need some pipes, so let's get some stuff printed. So I need insulated pipes. I'm going to need some silicon and some steel. Got a bit of steel in there. I should probably... This is that bloody issue I had again, isn't it? Make me some chutes. I mean, it's a bit annoying, but what I can do is we could go for a straight a corner. It's a bit horrible, but that should work. But now where the hell has that stuff just gone? Let's go and find it, because that's... Where's my suit? Oh, it's there. So if I had to guess, those ingots have just popped outside. There was some other stuff out here as well. Oh yeah, there's my ingots, look. Take those. What else went outside? Did I get them? Don't remember getting them. But it's fine. So let me... Oh yeah, that's a point. How is the fuel getting on? Why is that still out? You have completely screwed up my fuel mix. Why have you done that? That is not great. Turn you off for a second. Turn that off for a sec. What the fuck have you done? Because if that's like that, why the hell are you trying to put in 100% on the input? What have I done? Hmm. Save. I mean, this was working. Why has that gone so far out? I've run out of volatile, so that's something. But let me... But the thing is, that wasn't trying to put any volatile in. That was solely just trying to push more oxygen in, which isn't what I want, obviously. Let's just chuck all this volatile in for a second. Because something went wrong. Okay. So you... Yeah, you're definitely oxygen. I've not got this wrong. That's not the right tablet. Obviously that's right. That is my oxygen line. I've pretty much got no oxygen now. But I don't understand why that's done that. Because you should be all taking from the fuel tank. Have I connected it to the wrong tank? Fuel tank is on D3. So you should be loading... Oh, you don't do anything with the fuel tank, do you? You solely just do the difference in thingy. The problem is there's no corrective process on this. But I thought I had... Maybe I didn't save that. Because this doesn't have my P control on it, does it? So I've screwed up. Because there's no... I mean, I don't know why that did that. Hydration critical. Okay. Let's just do something that I don't normally do. Let me save the game. Save and exit again. I always double save because why the hell not? Let's quickly go into my test work because I can't remember what I did. So let's have a quick look. So for anyone who didn't see the video, obviously this was my test where I was comparing the PID controller to one that I did over here. But this one, I created a P control. And this is the code that you've seen. But yeah, I've forgotten to put this bit on. Where I'm basically figuring out my set point and whatever. I obviously didn't override that in my bloody thing. So if we override this, so what it does is it loads the ratio and then tries to correct it a little bit. I don't know if it's going to correct a tank that is as out as the one on the moon is. This is not the right bloody thing. But yeah, as you can see, this tank here is fine. I don't know why it went to 100% though on the other thing. So let me go back into the moon. Load. Interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so what we can do now is on here. Come on, edit. So if I go to library, bring this across. So that's now got my P control in there, which is absolutely fine. Nothing else has changed. So if I just export this to the chip, what are you going to do? Right now, as you can see, it's trying to correct it with the volatile. So the volatile in there now should be building up. I assume it will build up if we've got nothing in there. I mean, you can see there it's definitely changing something. So that is the corrective process. So that should get my tank back to where it needs to be, albeit very slowly. But is what it is. I've screwed up there big time. So even if I brought the rocket down, I couldn't fuel it up right now. I can't put that fuel into my rocket. It barely do anything. Hey ho. This is what you do. This is what happens. My power is drained. Oh, that's the centrifuge draining my power. But we are filling up our batteries each day, so I should probably get some more large batteries made. Get me a drink because I'm running a little low. And you know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make a suit stand. And obviously it's not a priority, but the reason I want to do this is because they've added new ones. I think it's probably made in the pipe bender. Yeah. Suit storage, sorry. I need some silver. I've got some silver, that is fine. Right, give me one of those. Yeah, there's 3 different variants now. Which looks good. Which someone commented, it's very strange that 3 weeks ago on Vulcan, Sophie was like, oh, they're ugly. Like, they look terrible. And then all of a sudden we've got some new ones. I mean, I'm going to say it's a coincidence. I very much doubt the developers are watching any of these videos or streams. They have got enough to be doing. But yes, you have the one that's got the bars. Then you've got one that's a bit more of a frame. And then finally you've got one that's like a box. I mean, I didn't really have a problem with this one. I was happy with that one. But, you know, they're giving you variety, which is fine. Do whatever you like. So I think I'm probably going to put it over in this corner somewhere. I'm going to move this locker because I don't want it there, basically. If I go for that... it's going to connect to that power. I can't see where the bloody power ports are on this. So, if we have a look at like the box one, that's what the box one looks like. I don't think that's finished though. Is it? Oh, maybe that is finished. I mean, I don't think the box one looks too bad. I think you can paint it as well. Well, obviously, why wouldn't you be able to paint it? You can paint everything else. Yeah, so I could paint that yellow if I wanted to. I don't want to paint it yellow. But yeah, that's an option. But yeah, power and data at the top. So if we were to say... There, that cable can come down quite nicely. What I'm going to struggle with is the piping. So what I might do is have it sideways on. So we could have it like this. Then I could have one pipe hidden in the wall, one pipe coming out. That's the wrong one, I don't want that one. But obviously we can hide things under the floor, so that'll be fine. Give me my helmet. You. I mean, I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to moan about it. It looks good. What do I need? Red cable is what we've got for the greenhouse, because that makes sense. You know what? It doesn't make sense. Let's change our cable in our greenhouse. Do I have green paint? I do not. Make me paint. I need iron. Is there one of those? Okay. And then put the paint away. And then what we can do... Oh, you know what? Let's just drag all of the brown on there. It's fine. We can basically just go over the cable. This was a nice little tip. Just go over your cable. You don't use a cable. You're just recoloring it in. But yeah, good little tidbit here. Tidbit? Something, I don't know. Excuse me. Come on. I can get that corner piece. No! Not what I wanted. Right, I'll have to do that bit from outside, that's fine. But bring this all the way up and then go across here. Like so. Okay, and what we can do is we'll continue this across and get all the way to that suit storage. Come down, and then what we'll do is there and there. There and there. I mean, it's a bit weird it coming out of the wall like that. I'm not too bothered. Breathing, propellant, waste. Propellant I'm not going to do. I don't need to worry about that. So if we just bring the waste down, and these can quite easily be just... I mean, I might just put a vent there, to be honest. Let's see if that works. Yeah, screw it. We could do that. And this guy comes down to here. Yeah. And there we go. Suit storage is sorted. It'll empty my waste tank for me. Jobs are good. And it's charging. And it's charging. My air tank is at 61 kPa. Did that empty him? Oh, you fool. Yeah, I know what I've done there. Fuck. That should not be a passive vent because that obviously just works as a pipe network. What you need is a pressure regulator feeding from the room. Yeah. So if we do, I need to figure out if I could put a pressure regulator into there, don't I? Pressure regulator. Just one of those. And it got any? Oh no, I'm running out of stuff now. Make me a single cable, and I can get that gold out of there. One of those. Give me everything. That one. And you go in there. Pressure regulator. Thank you kindly. Can I hook you in? Nah, I don't think I could. But you could put a passive vent directly into it. So it's fine. And that goes like that. Oh, actually, no. What am I doing? I don't want to do that, do I? I need that just to be an auction line. That needs to feed from this guy. Oh, crud. Okay, well... Don't worry about that for now. If I put that in there... Are you at least going to charge? Yeah, let's not worry about this, because I'd have to run the entire line across here, and I'm just not ready to do that right now. You, and you go in there. What did I want that steel for? Can anyone remember? Because I bloody can't. Why am I turning off all my printers? Who the hell knows? Back on. It's just habit, but back on. You on the floor, you on the floor. Okay. Yeah, so what was I saying? So we need to get the atmosphere in this room sorted. Because at the moment, we've got a little bit of pollutant. Oh, that's right. We were going to make insulated pipes, weren't we? That's what we wanted the steel for. I remember. Insulated pipes. So basically what we're going to do is a pressure regulator, pressurize a pipe enough so that the liquid pollutant is released outside. We will code it so that it only comes on when needed, and it will avoid us having to use a filter. The temperature in here is absolutely fine. So if we look at pollutant, Celsius, so at, where are we? So at what we are, 23, 24, so we need like 3.6 kPa. But what we can do is we will just run it through, put it into a single pipe segment, into a couple of one-way valves just to help create that back pressure, and we should be able to get rid of the pollutant. And the only benefit to this really, I mean, it's overcomplicated considering you could just use a filtration, but it just means that I don't have to replace filters in the system. So yeah, where we're going to put this, I kind of feel like that pipe should be more into the window. We'll use more pipes, but yeah, I don't think I want this now. So let me tidy this up. Bring you across here. Okay. So I mean, I don't know why I bothered with that right now, because that doesn't matter. I could also do the same here. Let's tidy this up. So make that go there. And then I could do a 3 here. Like so. Why was that an insulated pipe? We will never know. But you go there, and then we go 1, 2. Okay. But yeah, anyway, as we were, I need a place to short this out. So we could create the loop here. So if I was to say that would go, we would have that there, and then what do I need? I want the pressure regulator to go there. Oh, it's going to use more pipes than I want it to, but easiest way of doing this would be just to put it on the wall, and then yeah, we'll do that. Put it on the wall, and then this will become a wall. We're slowly but surely getting rid of all these windows, but nah, it's fine. So we'll have pressure regulator here, going into, go up. That will be the pipe that has the drain on it. That will be one-way valve. One-way valve. And then this will connect to a passive vent. Passive vent, passive vent, passive vent. So what will happen is, because the pollutant will condense in the pipe, it will get a little bit warm. Because obviously condensation creates heat. But the cooling in the base will deal with that. We'll always have some gas in this pipe. Or this bit of pipe and this bit of pipe. It might be that we have to put a drain there as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So make me a couple of valves. That is not a high spill valve. I want 2 of those. You're still erroring, but I know why you're erroring. It's because you want a pipe at the end, don't you? If I just did that, it'll stop erroring. And worst case scenario, this will charge. I'm guessing that pipe has now got stuff in it. Yeah, a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It just becomes a little bit of a buffer. It doesn't matter. So yeah, so you're charging a couple of valves. I don't think these will release any heat to the outside world. So one-way valve. One-way valve. And they just always stay open. And then I just need to get you cabled in. And because you're atmospheric, you need to be black. So you go there. Why are you off? I obviously did that, but why? I mean, we've got like 8 megapascal in there, so we don't need anything else. Right, bring this down. You go there, and you go there. Okay, and what we'll do... So like I said, pollutant at 20 degrees. We're looking for... Well, let's go for 30. We're looking for about 3.7 megapascal. So let's do that. I'm going to use labeler because I can't be asked to get another 50 times. So 3700. Okay, so if we turn that on, this will remove pressure from the room and we'll start pressurizing that pipe. I haven't put a drain on. Fuck's sake. One moment, please, caller. I need to quickly go outside and put a drain on that pipe. Otherwise, this is going to cause a problem. I could have done this from the outside. Doesn't matter. Sorry, I could have done it from the inside, I should say. So, if we go back inside now and monitor that. Stick me suit in here. Okie dokie. So, we should see this starting to... It's too quick. The pressure's coming out of there too quick. You're too slow. So that's never going to work. So that probably needs to be a pump. Not a pressure regulator. Okay. Which means this will have to be coded. So shove you in there. Right, so if I flick you up to 10 and just keep an eye on this. So are you going to go above 1.7? No. Really? That's because the volume in that pipe segment is not great enough. That's why that's doing that. This needs to be connected to that line up there. So... yeah, this pipe segment here is not getting filled quick enough through this single passive vent. Whereas if I was to get it to this, that would do the job. So if I do this, right, let me turn this off for a sec. So if I bring the insulated pipe down, so it'd be that panel that we maybe make thingy, but that is fine. So if I do, let's do the pressure regulator again then, because it might work. If it doesn't, then we'll do something else. Okay, so we're going that way instead. Doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. Although at this point, I'm potentially going to be blocking the sunlight from the potatoes. I mean, we're probably not. So, you're going to come out, go into the loop. So, I need insulated pipes. So what we'll do, that'll be where the drain is. Give me this, into a one-way valve. Doesn't even have to be a loop at this point. We could literally just do this. That and that. And then that could just go into passive vent. And then we take you, put you there, and then all I've got to do is get that guy cabled. So if we did a thing, so like I said, that's going to be a panel. So I can do a thing here. I can bring this across. And if this has to be a pump, then there'll be space here for an IC as well. So let's try this now. So let's go for 3.7. Right, are you going to work? How are you worse? How the hell is that worse? The volume in that pipe, though, is massive. Ish. Oh, it's not even... What? Okay, fine. So, not pressure regulator. What's your problem? Water. And jetpack. Give me the pump. Pump goes there. Whack that up to full. Right, that should be building up in pressure. Oh, it is. It's working. Right, so it only works if the valve is closed. I thought we'd be able to build up enough pressure in there for that not to be a problem. Fine. I genuinely thought this would have worked, but it obviously doesn't. So we could easily clean by doing that. And then that'll get the pressure up. So I guess we could do a thing where we did this. This could go here. Labeler. Do 3.7. No, just do 4,000. Screw it. Right, turn that on. If I close that valve, then that will be doing its thing. As you can see, it's building up. So the small amount of pollutant that we have there is a thing. What if I replace the one-way valve with a very, very slow pump? Like very slow. 0.1. I don't know how efficient this will be, but if I did that and did that, is that going to build up the pressure in this pipe? We will never know because I can't bloody see it. I can't get to the pipe. I don't think I can put a nubbin on this. Come on. I can see that one, but I can't see this one. Can I remove the drain for a second? Now, how does it look? Right, so as you can see, we have got the pressure in there that we wanted. Fine. So we put the drain back on there. So we know that's working even though we can't see that. It doesn't matter. The pressure regulator is never going to overpressurize that pipe. Obviously, what's coming out is trace amounts of pollutant. They're coming back into the room, but some of it will be being released outside. Just not massive amounts of it. I mean, the other option would be just to capture pressure regulator pipe. Oh, I'm overcomplicating it. I am absolutely overcomplicating what I'm doing here. I just need. I could use condensation valves to pull the liquid pollutant out of a pressurized pipe. I mean, this is going to work, albeit slowly. But we're on 0.163. Let's just leave it for now. Let's not keep messing with it. Just see how that goes. I mean, building a filter probably would have been the better idea here. But yeah, if I do this... Okay, we'll see. Remember... Oh, actually, I'm not even going to try and remember what I'm going to do. How are you doing, by the way? Ooh, 3.7 million. We're getting there. Make me... Oh, no. Put you up here. Make me a sign. Needs to get me some iron. Give me that. Right, and then what we'll do is I'll just put it up here. No, because this is completely temporary. So currently we are on 0.163. 0.163 pol. As long as later on we go and have a look at it and we got lower in here than that, then I'm happy with that. That's not a problem. That'd be all right. I could, if I wanted to, massively up this, which we can do like that, just to put a bit more in there. It's fine, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, happy with that as an amateur solution. So map's looking good. I'm going to have loads of gaps in it when the rocket comes down, but I'm not bothered. Should I go for a very quick fly and try and figure out where the hell I am? Potentially. Let's screw it. Let's go for a flight. My only worry is that while I'm gone, the rocket is going to run out of power. I don't think it will be gone long, he says. What I might do... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some smart canisters. Because I think I should just move away from the crap ones that I have now. So get you up here, you there. Oh, hang on, I want to put this vent back on. So we know that this is going to be a panel. Can't put that... Oh, I can, because that can go at the side, so that can go there. Give me a khaki pipe. Wherever you may be. Don't see any. Oh, it needs to be insulated, not normal anyway. Insulated pipe. Give me that. Give me that. Make me a tea. Perfect. So you, and you. Valve goes there. Pipes go here. Okay. They're not made in there, are they? They're made in this one. Smart canisters. So we're gonna want one for oxygen. Well, we're gonna want two. I need more steel. Basically, we need 2 for oxygen, 2 for jetpack. What we need to be very careful of is that, because obviously what you can do is you can code a system so that it detects the kind of canister you have in there and then set these pressure regulators. But I'm not going to do that right now. So as long as I do not set a pressure regulator up higher than a normal canister, then put a normal canister in, the hell, then we should be fine. So get me some white paint and get me some black paint. So I got the black. And then give me the white. You're now worthless to me, so that can go in there. Okay, so we have oxygen. We have nitrogen. And then what I'm going to do... Do I want to empty the nitrogen into the room? Yeah, fuck it. That is a normal canister, so open you. That is absolutely fine. And to the point where I could put that in here now. And then we'll also open you. I don't know for sure if this thing will just delete the gas. I feel like it will off gas, but for now we're just not going to worry about it. You're filling up. So what we can do now, the smart canisters, I'm pretty sure can hold... Oh, so 20 megapascal is the maximum. So let's go for like 19.5 or something stupid. 19500. A lot of oxygen. We don't have much oxygen left, so we're going to have to work on that. Obviously, the problem is we still aren't producing our own. That's something we need to sort out. But we've still got ice, so it's not the end of the world. So what I can do is open this one.
Jetpack critical.
That was not a jetpack. I've put an oxygen, for fuck's sake. Get rid of that. Right. Jetpack goes there. Put another one of those in. Turn you on. Oxygen goes here. Open this. Stick it in there. Job done. You're waiting for more reagent, so you go in there. And then we have a spare oxygen. I'm going to let those two fill up. Next time I come in, they should hopefully both be ready to go. But yeah, we're now using smart canisters for our jetpack and for our oxygen. Waste tank can stay as it is, because all I ever do is empty my waste tank anyway. But yeah, all good, all good, all good, all good. Potato.
Hunger caution.
Make me another potato. Yeah, so I kind of wanna go for a fly, because the next thing I want to do now is make the outposts. I don't really want to do too much here before doing the outpost, because I want a reason to make them. And if I do too much at home, then it'll be like, well, why do I need to bother? Stop rolling away, you. So turn off the print and the stackers. What are you on? 3.3 million. A few people in the comments told me that having double the scanners in the rocket doesn't make any difference. Now I'm gonna take their word for it. I don't know. I assumed it would. They've also told me it's 20 real life hours to get the map uncovered, so that is a thing. It's an unfortunate thing, but it's a thing. Okay, I want to figure out where the hell I am. So I have... Let me do this. So I've currently got my coordinates. I guess what I want to do is head... Because in my head, the top left corner would be 0, 0. Because clearly... Or is the middle 0, 0? It must be. The middle must be 0, 0, because I'm at negative 567. If the 0 was in one of the corners, then obviously you would never have a negative. So if we assume that the middle is 0, 0, we are kind of this way. And I think the map is 4 by 4 kilometers. So if we assume it's 4,000 meters across, which means going from 0 to here would be a negative 2,000. So in theory, if we toggle the deep minables, so we are basically somewhere here and perhaps here. So this is where, I think this is where we are, which would make sense because that's where the crater is. So going around the crater, we should run into 4 different regions. A region, a region, a region, a region. Now, what doesn't make sense is if we were over here and then up, I wouldn't expect us to be in gold, because I assume that colour is gold. So let's go into the middle of the crater. Let's assume this is where we are. And what do we have at the bottom of the hole? Let's see. I could be getting completely mixed up, and it could be that actually this is not that big spot on the map. This could be one of the tiny spots on the map. But it doesn't make sense that I get gold composition. If I go up here, right, I've got silver. So I've got silver on this side. We have gold in the crater. So if we follow the rim of the crater, oh no, now we've got gold over here still. Still gold. I think what I need to do is I need to try and get to 0, 0. Which is this way. And see what we have in the middle. Try and work it out from there. Am I good on stuff, by the way? I've just kind of gone at you without even thinking. Yeah, we're fine. This would have been much better to go out during the day, because then I could have seen what the hell I was looking at. Oh no. I screwed up. I didn't fill my jetpack up. Fuck! Oh, I did, but I went through it very quick. Right, let's get to 0, 0. Oh, maybe I read the thing wrong. Actually, I think I looked at the Y, not the Z, when I was looking at the map. Yeah, I think I did a boo-boo. Okay, so get me to 0. And I definitely still have my tracker, yeah? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Cobalt. Right, we're already almost there. Okay, so we are at 0, 0. And we have cobalt. So if I look north from 0, 0. Okay. So what is the first different ore that we come across if we go directly north? This may take a while. I should probably be writing this down, actually. Let me get Notepad up. So we have 0, 0 is north. North. Cobalt. Okay. So I'm waiting for the ore thing to change. We're still at cobalt. We are still at cobalt. Almost 200 meters. Okay, so we got up to let's call that negative 160. So you got negative 160 and 0 equals gold and silver. Okay, so now let's get back to 0, 0. Wait, hang on. I didn't go north, did I? I went 90. Oh, you idiot. I don't even know my north to my anything else. That wasn't 0, 0. So this was 270. So what? 0, 90, 80. So this was west. Okay, so now we're going to get back to the 0. Just take our time, shall we? We may as well go straight on. So at this point, that wasn't west. That was east. Yeah, 90 equals east. So now we're going to go west. I don't want to use all my jetpacks. I've got to try and get home. So I have that as like an emergency quick scoot. Okay. So let's see. Right, at this point we are... Whoa, obviously in a crater. And we are looking for another change. Right, so we have coal, which is west of the middle. Or at least what I think is west. So west, and we are at, so let's say 90, 0. And we have coal. Okay, let's head back. Get back to 0, 0. There's probably other ways of doing this, but I mean, I'm not the brightest spanner in the box or whatever the saying is. But this makes sense to me. Okay, so we've done the east, we've done the west. So let's do the north. So what does it change to, and when? Boom, 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 boom. Nope. I need that X to go. There we go. Thank you very much. Nope, too much. Don't want a -1. I want a 0. Okay, so this is going to be almost 200 meters away. Come on. Give me something other than cobalt. Okay. So we got nickel at -270. So we went 0. So we went north. And we had 0, -270 is nickel. So now I need to go to 180. Get back to 0, 0. I don't know why I wasted my jetpack, but there you go. All right. Let's see what we get. So this is now south of the center. I don't understand. Hang on a second. If I'm going south, I mean, I'm not at the center yet, but if I was going south of the center, then going left should be the positive number. But I'm getting a negative number. Right? I'm not making that up, am I? So, if I went here... Right, I'm at 0, 0. So if I went south, which is 180... Okay, so if I go south a little bit... So obviously my Z is going up. What? Oh yeah, because north, I got negative 270. Interesting. That doesn't make sense. Because in my head, south, but to... So I'm going south, which means the Z is going up. But I would expect going north to go up. But then I'm not very good at anything in life, so I could be getting it very, very wrong. Basically, this is...
Oxygen low.
What? What? What do you mean my oxygen? Why is my oxygen low? Oh, I better sort this out very quickly. Okay, so then if we go... So we got to... So south, I have 0, 147, and this was gold and silver. Alright, let me get home, because I don't know what the hell's happened there. I don't know why it's saying my oxygen low. There must be something wrong with my oxygen air tank. It's not what I thought. There might be nitrogen in there. I don't know why there would be, because I've got a filtration system. So what's not going to help here is that, well, it might help. Gold and silver, assuming that I've done what I've just done correctly.
Jetpack critical.
Gold and silver is all I will find to the southeast of the center. So we should see gold and silver in the bottom right corner, and then nickel at the top, coal to the left. You know what? I could very easily sort my propellant and waste tank out. I could just use my waste tank as my propellant, but I'm not going to do that. Let's try and get her. I don't know what's happened to my lungs. That oxygen canister can't be pure oxygen. Alright. You know what? Chances are that is a massive crater. Not this. This is just a blip on the map. This is a crater. Potentially. Right, anyway. Oh, my oxygen's okay now. What happened? Who knows? Who the hell knows? Oh yeah, I'm completely out of jetpack, so I can't use that. Okay, in we go. Right, before I do anything, what the hell is this?
Air tank critical.
Shush your noise. That's primarily oxygen, so why... Well, it's because I ain't got a nitrogen filter. It's got to be the only reason. Okay. So, the 0, 0 kind of makes a little bit of sense. So, what we could say is that this little bit of green here is cobalt. At 0, 0. Fine. So, according to... So, 0, 0 is probably about there, maybe. So, when we went west, we hit coal. But we only went west 90. That, to me, It's probably more than 90. So maybe the purple here, maybe this is coal. Which would it? And then if we went south. So this brown one here, then I think this is gold and silver, because it's the only one that would be above and to the side. Well, this is all assuming that the middle is 0, 0, which I think it probably will be. How are you doing? You're fine. So north is where we saw nickel, but actually we would have ran into this one first. So that is east, east and south. So the northwest was actually the southeast. So I think this map is upside down. So this corner should be up here, because the north is nickel. So basically what we're saying is this is nickel. I don't know what that is there, but this patch here is nickel. And then to the east we have coal, and we're probably here. And that makes sense, because if the middle is here, where my cursor is, we just get rid of all the crap on the screen. No, can't do that. But yeah, say we started here, we had to go north negative 270. Well, for me, this is negative 270. So yeah, this is wrong way around, which just confuses things, to be honest. So we found gold and silver, gold and silver. So this brown here is the gold and silver. And then coal we have here, which is the purple. So what we'll do as a test, let's sort our jetpack and stuff out. Let's go in the direction that we think we will find something and see whether our calculation is correct, shall we? Give me a potato. Okay. And I'm also, just to avoid that oxygen problem, let me get a nitrogen filter, because that's the only thing I can think of as to why we had that oxygen symbol. I mean, this guy's empty anyway, so let's get input in the recycler. And you've got nothing else to process. We could turn you off and save ourselves some power. Actually, you know what? Just empty yourself. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, you got more. Oh, that's fine. It has to be on to accept whatever. Fine. Just go there. Excuse me. So nitrogen filter could go there. Waste tank is good. Battery is good. Okay, everything is good. So power in the rocket is good. We'll be back in time. So I am currently at negative 569 and 211. But because this map is upside down, negative 569 is actually this way. Now I have gold. So if we said negative 569, so that's going to be this way, so about here. But then Z211 down here. So this red is, oh, we're saying this is gold? So based on where we are, if we go directly south, we should find coal. And then if we go east, we'll find a big crater, and that is whatever purple is. So let's try that. Let's go south for coal, I think. Yeah, that's what we wanted. The purple is the coal. So this is potential. So purple It's potentially coal. Gold and silver is the browny colour, the light brown. Gold and silver, light brown, and then the nickel we're saying is the kind of like khaki green. So I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go. I'm here. So if I go south and then east. So go south, which is that direction. We should get coal. Don't know how far we're gonna have to go, but this is my thinking. Pretty large crater. Right, so I think we've gone into that big crater, which is the purple. I think. So, and I think the purple is iron, which is fine. I think so. So, no, that's the pink equals iron. And we found that at roughly minus 575,596. So I said go east to find the iron. So if we go south a bit more, because obviously I'm going to be in the middle of the crater. So we said this way to find iron. So I think if I go to 270, we'll get coal. Oh, completely fucked me up. Because I got silver, nickel, and lead. Uh, do I get any coal this way? Well, let's write this down. So we've got silver, nickel, lead at negative 424,643. We keep going. Anytime now. Silicon. Oh, okay. So we got silicon at negative 117,642. Uh, okay. In that case, I am very, very confused. To the point where I'm kind of thinking, why the fuck would I bother with the rocket? If the map doesn't make sense, you might as well just run around with your tablet. What good does the rocket do? The map should tell you where you are. Personally, you should be able to like put a. You could code your X and Y or something into a programmable chip, and you could have that be displayed on a computer. I mean, that probably isn't a thing you can do, because I would assume that would have been in the changelog. But yeah, I'm a little bit not sure on the rocket now. Why did I waste my time? Uh, Just out of curiosity, am I above anything here that I've not already found? Got gold here. Just pure... Oh, but I'm probably in my home region now. Yeah, that's fine. No, let me leave this on. Just see if it changes to anything else before we get home. Don't think it will. No, it won't. Okay, fine. Right. So, does what I've just found help make any sense whatsoever? So again, assuming 0, 0 is the middle. I mean, I would have thought, well, the thing is that I found pure silicon. And I would have thought silicon would have been white. I found iron roughly where I thought it was going to be, so I thought I was going to win, but then I ran into silicon. And if we assume the map is upside down, so my light came on. So if we have a look at this now, 9%. Okay, let's bring this guy back. Let's turn off both scanners. And we're going to set you to come home. Pump gas engine on. Right, so he can make his way home. I think he's going to come home. Why aren't you moving? Are you moving? It's using fuel, but I don't think it's moving. Yeah, I've done that. I've attacked at destination. But I've got no ETA on it landing. Is this going to be a problem, game? That should be thingying. Oh, you dick. That would help, wouldn't it? Yep, I'm told it to go to orbit. It's in bloody orbit. Fool. There we go. We'll be back with plenty of time. So... silicon... If we're assuming that is 0, 0... we found iron at negative 575,596. If we assume the map is upside down, then what is exactly west? So for me, negative 575 is this way. So that'll be about... that's 2,000. That's 1,000. So this is probably like 500. But then 596 is down. So is the red the iron? Because if that's the case, negative 424, which is over here a little bit. It can't be. Negative 575,596. So say that's the middle-ish. About 500 is here. And then 596 up here. So this iron. But then negative 424 a bit across here. But then 643. Oh, why do you not have any coordinates on the bloody map, game? I basically need to find these. I need to figure out where I am, what numbers they are. Because this map makes no sense. Unless it's mirrored. So unless, like, this side is this side, but the up and down is still the same. Because if that's the case, then if we say the up and down... Here comes the rocket. Boom. Thank you. Obviously, we need to sort that out. We can start charging it back up there. That's not a problem. Obviously, the map is not going to get any covered anymore, but that's fine what we've got at the moment. So if we assumed it was mirrored, so north is north, south is south, but east is west and west is east. Let's say 00 cobalt, which I think we're saying is about there, so it could be. So if we said negative 180 on the X, which is this way, well, but then we went into purple. Okay. So then if we said 90 0, so we say that's this way, so we're saying coal would be brown. And then what we say is the north would be north, so negative 270. Well, that would be south. So we're still saying this is nickel. And then obviously we said well, yeah, that can't be north if it's negative 270. So then if we said 147 would take us up to the grey, which would be gold and silver. Now, unless we were right here and we hit that purple twice, maybe. So for the iron, if we said negative 575, so that's on the X coordinate. I think that's the X, right? It gives you the X first. Not on that tablet. Yeah. So you would have negative 575, which is this way. Somewhere. I mean, it could be that we got to that pink there. It could be. Because then 596 up. So it might be that that is the iron that we saw. But then when we came up the edge of that, we found silver, nickel, and lead. Which would be this up here. So this brown. Because that is a 643 on the Y, and we're assuming up is up, down is down. So for the silicon, if we're saying on the X it was negative 117, we're actually going to go where we believe would be positive. So we're saying that the red is silicon. But it can't be, because I've already said... We've already used red, haven't we? Because we said that negative 180 would technically be a positive... Sorry, negative 160 would be a positive 160. So we're saying that the gold and silver is the purple. And then we said negative 270 on the Y. That's the nickel. Oh, it could be then. So this purple here could be the gold and silver. And then that brown's the coal. Ugh. So I think what... So if we're saying that the red is silicon, then in theory, I can figure that out by going to this top corner. But if we're saying that this is mirrored, then we actually need to go to what is going to be, well, positive, negative. So we're going to have like negative 2000x, but a positive 2000y. It's basically what we're saying. If we can find silicon in that corner, then we know the red is silicon. Right, let me get myself prepared, because this is going to be a long ass trip.
Critical.
What's critical? Water. That's fine. Water and potato. Just so I don't get lost, what did I say? So we're saying that up and down is correct. So we're trying to get to a positive. So positive 2000, but on the Y, but a negative 2000 on the X. And that should get us to that corner. And then if that does, then we know that this is flipped this way. So move it like a page in a book. Once you've moved it, that is correct. So let's see if that is the case. Let's try and speed this up, shall we? So where are we? So I need the X to be negative 2000, which is going to be that way. The Z needs to be a positive. So we're going in that direction, which according to this, well, according to my compass in the bottom right corner, is not what it should be. But let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. So assuming it is a 4K by 4K map, which I'm pretty sure it is, we have been in this silicon region for quite a long time.
Leaving mission area.
I'm leaving mission area apparently. What bloody mission? Okay, so we are in the top left corner. Well, technically. So the way I would read, the X I would read from left to right on the horizontal, and then Z on the map would be up and down. By going to what I believe is the top left corner of the map, we've actually ended up in the top right-hand corner of the map. So, I think, like I said, read it as if it's a book. So turn the page, and that is actually how your map is. Which, in my head, seems a bit strange. That would be a thing. So what I'm going to do is very, very quickly, I'm going to grab some oxide because we need some oxygen at home. I'll head back home, get myself all sorted out again, and let's just confirm this concept by going into a different corner and seeing if it does match what we believe the colours to be and where we are. So I'll very quickly get home. Give me my tracker. I am like 1.9 kilometers away. Okay. On the plus side, it is a 4K map. We know that much. And I like what they've done. Rather than just ending the world, you get to the end and it kind of tells you you're leaving the area. I don't know what would happen if I left the area. But considering I'm trying not to die, I think that would be a pretty silly thing to do. So I'll head back home. And let's see what we end up with at that point. Oh, rich ore crater, rich in gold and silver. It says iron. What? Maybe it just means these nuggets, because there's a lot of gold and silver nuggets, but it's actually an iron thing. Sure. Sure. That's fine. Okay, we made it home. While we're here, let's get the rocket charging. If I can... Ah, never mind. We won't get the rocket charging. Screw it. It's fine for now. Right, let's get inside. Get ourselves sorted. Cancel that. Give me some nitrogen for my jetpack. Oh, that's a point. Actually, how's our pollutant doing? Okay, it's coming down. Oh, it's really slow. Really, really slow. But it's not costing me any filters. What I might be able to do is get a drain. This isn't going to really do much, to be honest. Excuse me. But we can put another drain on that last segment, because for a small amount of time, that is liquid. And that might just help remove a little bit more of that liquid pollutant outside. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, to be completely honest, this system is absolutely slow as fuck. Running this through a filter would probably be much quicker, but all it's doing is costing me power, which is unlimited. Using a filter, on the other hand, would cost me filters as well. So, you know, it's slow, but this is what I'm going with. So my oxygen is pretty good. And to be honest, we've ran out. Yes, so what I'm going to do temporarily is just shove some of that oxide in here. I mean, obviously that's wasting quite a lot of power, but this is fine. I'm not too worried. Power is in plentiful supply these days. Yeah, look, we've still got loads of power. I'm not concerned in the slightest. Come on, hurry yourself up. I could put radiators on that pipe. I could reduce the temperature of this. Have it as some passive cooling. Could be an option as well. Yeah, could be a thing. You can see now, look, obviously the pump is on, so we know that our cooling is definitely working. So that's fine. Shove you in there, and that should keep me going. Right, water, potato. Get you harvested, you and you. I like that I'm just doing this without any grow lights. This is very nice and very different to what I would normally have to do, which is good. Okay, so I'm pretty confident red is silicon. I am pretty confident on that. So I'm going to write that down. Red equals silicone. And red is pure silicon, like not mixed with anything. So you might find, for example, maybe this color, where's my cursor? This color here could be a mix of other stuff. If we zoom in, I'm not entirely sure this will show us anything else. Obviously, there was a crater as we came out of the silicon. I think that's where that POI was unveiled. And I'm pretty confident this is the iron that we've been finding. Pretty confident. Home obviously doesn't really help me. But all that does is put you back into the middle of the map. Excuse me. So, I think the purple is iron. But if I had to guess, this purple is a mix of iron and something else. So, why don't we go up there then and see what that is? So again, read it like a book. To get to there, we have to pretend it's in this corner. So we would need to go up. So our Z is positive and our X is positive. So we need to get to 2000, 2000, both positive numbers to get to the pink. And if I had to guess, that will be something. And when we get to the corner, if we head directly south from it, we should find what is probably gold and something else. Is my guess. Or maybe that's pure gold. I don't know what this dark colour would be though. I'm not sure what the difference between those is. But yeah, let's go to this one. So we're going to get to 2000, 2000. kind of go from there. How's my waste tank looking? My waste tank's looking pretty full, so we'll use that for the jetpack when we need to. Food and water is good. So, to 2,000, 2,000. Crater Veritas. Grand Crater. So I think this is on the map, is the big crater in the top left corner. I think. Well, it must be. It's got to be. I'm just curious as to whether A, we get a second warning. B, oh, there's literally an invisible wall there. Oh. Because you can't mine the wall. No. Okay. Can you dig under the wall? No. Okay, fine. Right. Little bit confused then, because I thought I was going to find gold, but actually I got iron. Which is interesting, because why would iron be a gold color? Okay, so if we say, because we got silicon bang on. Silicon, we knew it was going to be silicon. Silicon is definitely red. So top corner on the right. But we had to, so we had to go to, yeah, plus, we had to go to a positive 2,000 on the Y, negative 2,000 on the X. Now we've gone positive 2,000 on the Y. Positive 2,000 on the X. And we've just got iron. And we had iron for a long time. So I'm not entirely sure what color that is. It would have to be, because I mean I can't work out whether the map's wrong or the compass in the bottom is wrong. Because to get to here, I had to go to 225, which would indicate that I went southeast. And in that corner, I'm sure there was purple. But I went to both a positive X and a positive Z. So I am very, very confused now. So it's a bit of a trek home. So let's get back and then let's see if we can make heads or tail of what the hell just happened.
Waste tank caution. Jetpack critical.
Finally, I made it home. It takes a long time to fly to the corners. Right. So I'm not quite sure. Oh no, so yeah, that could be the iron then. Yeah. Sorry. I got the map mixed up. So that is correct. I didn't go south, which I should have done, but that's fine. I'm guessing the crater we went to must have been this one, which would be very surprising considering we live, oh no, we do live here somewhere because this is the opposite, isn't it? So yeah, this is probably the crater that we hit. Maybe? Because if this is rotated, I mean, I'm very confused by the compass. Well, so kind of the X and Y coordinate thing works as I thought it did. So the map is like a book. So this is your, so this page comes across. So this, I mean, it's not though. How can it be? Because in order to get to positive, positive, that must be up here. But what doesn't make sense on the compass is, for me, north is zero, which you would assume is up. Well, yeah, you would assume that, like, if I head in that direction, you would assume that my Z would increase and my X would remain the same. But I had to go to positive Y, positive X, which you would think is that direction, but actually it's that direction. Because I had to go 225. So north isn't what you think. Or at least I don't think it is. So I had to go to positive Y, positive X. So what we're saying is that as far as the map's concerned, this is positive, positive, which in my head makes no sense. And then positive Y, negative X is here. So the fact that you've got a positive X and negative X means that it's the book. This goes this way. So if you've got your purple here, so we had to go to positive, positive to get to there, but then we had to go positive, negative to get to there, which was our silicon. So it's a book, but then the but the top of the map is south. Wait, the top of the map. So it's that. Yeah, it sends my head into a wobble, basically. So that's silicon. That's iron. So the map is off. Yeah, because that is nothing. That direction is silicon. So we have to go, according to the compass, we have to go southeast to get to what I think is the top left corner. If you would take into consideration the coordinates. So if we're saying that, so duh. 1 second. So 90° is flip the book. 90° is the why am I struggling with that so much? So plus 45 to 90, you get 135. So 135 degrees is this corner, which means that's 90, which means that is 0. So that is how I get to the bottom of the map. But you flip the map in order for that to work. So flip the map, and then north is your bottom. So east, I would be facing this way, which would be the silicon. This way, north, east, south. So I'd be facing that, but the map is flipped. Yeah. Yeah, if I face 180, but the iron is there. Yeah, using the compass and the coordinates literally makes 0 sense. You're probably better just removing the compass from the equation altogether, because that makes absolutely no fucking sense. Unless you were going to flip the map in multiple directions. So I think you flip it like that, at which point my iron is in my positive corner, which makes sense, and my silicon is in my positive negative corner, which makes sense. So that's how I think it is. So actually, we're looking at this map from the back. It's basically what's happening. So yeah, a bit weird.
Hunger caution.
But I think that's enough exploring the moon for one day. So all we've done today, really, not much. We've done a bit of tidying up. We've got our printers all back in line and whatever. We got our centrifuge up, which has got us quite a bit of stuff in there. We're going to lose some of the 0.5s, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. Obviously, we brought our rocket down, so we aren't currently unveiling any of the map now. And when we send it back up, chances are it's going to take a lot longer to uncover the map because it doesn't start where it left. Technically, it's still trying to uncover the map, but because we have no rocket, it's not doing anything. But it's fine. I personally think the map is a waste of time. It's a nothing really. It's just a bit of a fad that they've come up with. It's a proof of concept, I guess. But if realistically, I don't need to launch the rocket. I can just run around with my tablet, and can just fly around until I get what I want. Like, it's probably a lot easier than send the rocket up, wait 20 hours to get a map which is also then the wrong orientation, and you start to figure it out. So yeah, and the colours make no sense. Why would silicon be red? Why isn't silicon white? Literally any, like, red at a push, I would say is nickel or iron. But yeah, red doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So yeah, I probably won't use this again. To be honest, not on another playthrough anyway. It just feels like a waste of time. Where's that come from? Oh, that's going to be steel, so I can't mix those two up. So if I stick those two in there, what do you get? Solder? Okay, I'll take that. And then what do you produce? Steel. Boom. That works. That was easy. Turn you off for now. So yeah, okay. Next time, I think what I want to do is I want to get my fuel back up to scratch, so that I have it for my furnace and centrifuges and power production and all that good stuff. I also want to start looking at expanding the greenhouse, because the sooner I can get away from using the ices, the more I'll be happy that we're heading in the right direction. But yeah, bit of a long, boring-ish episode, so I apologise, but this kind of stuff has to be done, so it is what it is. I'm not too worried. And yeah, I will catch you next time. So until then, take care. Bye.